Hello, YouTubers. This is Tia from Musings of Mystic, and I'm back with another pick a card reading. I've been gone for a little while because Mercury is retrograding, and it is almost over now. So yay! Today's question is, what is this person feeling during this time of no communication? Like, what are they feeling about you? What is this person feeling about you during this time of no communication? While you are choosing that, number one is rose soap, Murray and Landon rose soap. Number two is Florida water soap. And number three is my jackpot. So I'm selling these in my shop on eBay right now. While you were choosing that, I will say that sometimes these readings don't resonate with everyone, and that is okay. The best way for you to get a reading that resonates with only you is to get one, like buy one. And I do those through email, and I also do those on InstantGo. I also sell crystals and other things on eBay, and that is pretty much all of the announcements that I've got for you guys. If you have not chosen your soap yet, do that, pause the video, and then unpause it. I'll be here. But we're going to start with pile number one, which is the After Tarot, and it's also the rose soap, which smells really good. So the question is, are these all upside down there? Okay. The question is, what is your person feeling during this time of no communication? What is the person feeling about the seeker? Okay. So I'm kind of feeling a little bit of anger from this person. Interestingly, you got all wands, which would kind of make sense there. They probably feel blocked. This is my card of like blocked on social media, blocked in life, blocked their calls, just block. So they might also feel like they need to fight for you. As you can see, there are two men, and they have these swords, and they're kind of fighting over this lady. And to me, it looks like she's kind of peeking out from under this blindfold that she's got on, but she's sitting there and she's not doing anything. She's just letting them fight, you know? She's like, whatever. You guys aren't listening to me anyway, so you guys fight, and I'll just sit out and watch. You've also got the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Second to the suit of swords, the wands are the ones that are kind of the second most communicative. But the wands court people of the Knight of Wands, they tend to be more fiery and passionate. This person might be a fire sign. You may be a fire sign as well. I mean, I'm feeling that this person is angry during this time of no communication, maybe because you blocked them. This person may also be a fuckboy, because the Knight of Wands is somebody who kind of gallops everywhere, comes into your life, comes out of your life, comes into your life, comes out of your life, and they might be upset because you decided to kick them out of the house or decided to move out or whatever. This is the Four of Wands, which is generally about a happy home. Here, I'm focused on this cart and this ox. Like these people are leaving home. They're leaving. They're going somewhere else. And it's like the people on this card are going that way, and the Knight of Wands is going that way. So you guys are kind of going in separate directions right now. And the interesting thing, too, is that there is an ace, but all of the people are going in opposite directions away from the ace. What are they feeling? They might still feel like there's a chance. I'm hearing that they're kind of delusional. They're thinking that even though right now you guys are fighting or going your separate ways, away from this passionate beginning, even though you're going separately, that there is still a chance somehow, some way that they can come back home after whatever it is they've done to cause you to block them. They feel like they can still come back home somehow, some way, in the future. But that's just how fuckboys are. They feel like they can come back whenever they feel like it, and you're not going to say anything about it. But I feel like, what are they feeling about you right now? It's like these are two different landscapes, 3 different landscapes, even, because this is a castle and like on the edge of town. I feel like these are the gates of town, right? And he's gone out of the gates of town. Like he's left, basically. And he's in the desert, so he's gone pretty far away. And the third landscape is like a river in the background. And I'm not seeing any kind of connection between these landscapes at all here. This is like a castle. You can see there's grass growing. Here, there's a river, and there's greenery everywhere. The castle is way far in the background. If it's the same one, it might not be the same one. That's like the only connection that I see. And this dude is out here in Egypt now. He's just gone, He's gone. He's gone. So how are they feeling about you right now? Oddly, they feel like they can still come back home, even though they feel like they're blocked or they have to fight to come back. And you might have another person in your life, which is why they feel like maybe they could fight this person off and come back home if they wanted to, even though I feel like this is them, even though they have gone off, basically. They're just gone off and left. I feel like they think they can come back whenever they want to and offer you this, which is a passionate new beginning. Or this is a boner card for me, like a boner card. Like they can come back and, I'm sorry, I did what I did and I left, and you always welcome me back with open arms when I want to come back, and why don't we just go to bed and make it all go away, basically. But I feel like you're probably done with that because you're also going in a different direction. So what do they feel about you? They feel like they can come back whenever they want to, but I feel like they're going to have a surprise. If they come back, they're going to find that you're not there anymore. Because you got your little cart, you got your little ox, and you're gone. You're leaving. You're waving bye-bye. There's a lady on the back of this thing, and she's got her hand up, like, waving. So I feel like she's waving goodbye. So that's what I'm getting there for you guys. Yeah. I hope that made sense. Excuse me. I hope that made sense to you guys. Part number 1. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and donate if you feel interested in doing so. Pile number 2. Florida water soap. It smells so good. I like the smell. It smells really good. It's good for cleansing your spirit, darling. So anyway, during this period of no communication, how does the person that you're asking about feel about you? Pile number 2. Remember, these are general readings, and if it does not resonate, that is okay. It is what it is. It happens that way sometimes. What's the person on number 2 is asking about? Feel about number 2. she's the queen. She owns everything. We're taking that one. I haven't used this deck for a while. It's called Miss Cleo's Power Deck, I think. So, how do they feel about you? They feel stuck. They feel the need to heal somehow, some way from this particular connection. They still love you, though, or they still have a lot of emotions involving this particular situation. They have a lot of emotions involving you. I feel like this is you. It does not matter if you're a man or a woman. They see you as the queen of staffs. Like, you could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Just this woman is very in control here. She's got her staff that she can beat the shit out of you with. She's got a cat. In the original one, she's got a black cat. This is a very magical woman. She's a magic woman. She's on a throne. You see, she does not give any fucks. She's like, I'm here. I own the room when I walk in. I'm very powerful. I've got, everything set up. Basically, this is my life. I can live my life, and she doesn't need anybody. She's just kind of independent, like most queens are. I do see a sense of loss here. I feel like this person feels stuck in involving you. Like, this person isn't even tied in this card. In the original one, the person on this card is tied up loosely. They could wiggle out if they wanted to. But I do feel like they are feeling stuck here in some way. But it's self-inflicted kind of feeling. They could get out of this bog if they wanted to, but they don't want to. They want to just kind of wallow here in these bad thoughts, basically. What are they feeling about you in this time? No communication. This card does kind of confirm. Maybe it's been 4 months, 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 years. I do feel like they think about you. They still have a lot of emotions about you. They think that you're in control. You're still very sexy to them because the queen, she's a very fiery woman. Fiery. She's very in control. She's kind of a dominant energy. And this person here looks very sad to me. He was like, oh, I'm sad and unhappy. But before the Four of Swords is the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. I feel like this person was heartbroken, and they are now in a period where they're trying to heal from that. They still think about you. They're trying to heal from the many emotions that they've got here going on, that's swirling around here. And the sword cards are about thoughts, a lot of thoughts. And what was I going to say about this? Oh, this person on this card looks like they're skinny. They're starving. I feel like if you cooked for them a lot and then you just cut them off, they feel like they can't get good food like that anymore. They cannot get good food like that anymore, and now they're just kind of like not eating a lot, maybe a little bit depressed. Seven of Coins. To me, this looks like somebody who's got a lot of weight on their shoulders. he looks like he's struggling. You know what I mean? He looks very much like he is struggling. I feel like this person, in the time of no communication, they miss you. They feel like you are moving on. You've got all your shit together. You're just done. You cut them off. Queens don't run back to people who wrong them. And I feel like they're trying to heal all of these emotions. They still have a lot of underlying emotions they're trying to deal with. The Ten of Swords is under this card, and I feel like this is kind of where they are right now. They're feeling like they're just overdone. They're so done. They're just done. And they have to deal with the emotions of being that done and that tired and exhausted and just burdened down and heavy. And how they feel about you, there's a sense of loss. There's a sense of heaviness. There's like depression. They're feeling stuck. There's just a lot of emotions swirling around, you know, a lot of tears. Like I'm seeing this as somebody crying, like, or, symbolically it's like they're crying, there's a lot of water spilt. But I see them seeing you as the Queen of Fire, the Queen of Wands. You're like a very powerful person, and they feel the opposite of that. They feel very weak right now and depressed and sad, And even though this card meaning is something totally different, what I'm getting intuitively is this person is carrying around a lot. They're carrying around a lot of emotions, and a lot of bad thoughts, and they're depressed right now. And they're depressed about you and whatever happened between you guys. And they're kind of unwilling to move forward, even though they're moving into a state where they're kind of accepting what happened. They still have a lot of emotions about it. There's no closure here, not really. But they're looking at you and they're like, oh, she's moving on. I should try and let it go, but I'm having a hard time. And that's what I'm getting here for what they are feeling about you in this time of no communication. I mean, I feel for this person. I don't know what they did. I don't know what happened, but I kind of feel for them a little bit because the energy is just so heavy there. It's very, very like, it's a lot. It's a lot. They're dealing with a lot. So I'm going to get some Florida water. Try and get that on my hands because that energy is kind of, like I said, that was heavy. They're having a hard time. So, pile number 2, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know if that resonated with you in the comment section below. Pile number 3, money jackpot soap. Jackpot. Treasure. Ooh, you are my treasure. Ooh, you're okay. I'm not gonna try and sing that song right now. I'm too tired. So, pile number 3. What does your person feel about you in this time of no communication? Should I take that? 2 of Pentacles came out. We're gonna see if it comes out again. Does your person think about you on this time of no communication? Sorry. What does your person feel about you on this time of no communication? What does your person feel about you? This time of no communication. This person feel. One, two, three. The Star. The 9 of Wands and the World. What in the actual hell? At the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. It's like they're still holding on to you, basically. They might be watching you over the World Wide Web. Because this guy, I always see this as the internet because I forget which. Well, anyway, I see this as the internet and the World Wide Web here. I see that, and I see them kind of like watching you over it maybe a little bit during this time of the communication. And this person, to me, always seems like somebody who's vigilantly watching for something. This person is unwilling to really give up. They are like fighting to the bitter end. But this person, I always have to see this like bandage around their head. They might be like having a lot of bad thoughts or depression, maybe a little bit of, I'm not going to say mental illness, but some kind of mental defensiveness where they're like really guarded. You know what being hyper vigilant is? It's people who have like PTSD, they've been hurt a lot. They're like always looking for the danger, even if there is none. So this person, it's weird because there's this card is like in the middle here. So what are they feeling about you? They're feeling like jumpy and kind of hypervigilant-ish. But the Nine of Wands is kind of diminished by these other two cards here. They think the world of you. They think that because, like I said, this is the internet, like watching you over the internet kind of card. And then there's this lady that's in the focus here, and she's like, I always see this as a webcam kind of thing because like this is the camera lens, and this is the person that's on the webcam, and they're kind of like in the focus. If you make videos or you have like an Instagram or something that you post live videos on, they might watch your videos on the internet because they're still holding on to you. This person is staring at this lady on this card like hard, like staring her. She's not even focused on him anymore, right? Her back is turned. She's doing something completely else. Like she's all the way in a different world altogether. She's free. She's just out in the world, just doing what she wants to do. When he's like staring at her, and they're like two different ranking people. Because he's a soldier who is probably not supposed to be out on the battlefield anymore because he's already like damaged. His head has whatever damage his head has. And she's just out here, doesn't know anything about war. She's just, free, naked, like a goddess person out in the world doing whatever it is she feels like doing. Doesn't even care if people know that she's out here naked. She's just out here free, just happy. And this person is stuck in the energy of being hyper vigilant. That's kind of what being hyper vigilant is. You're stuck in this state where you feel like there's always danger. But I think they have positive feelings here. I feel like I need to kind of clarify this because it's just odd how there's this one card in the middle that is weird, and then there are these two cards where it's weird because there are two naked ladies here, and there's one dude in the middle. So what does this person feel about you? If I had to just go off of these cards, I would think that this person thinks the world of you. They are very focused on you. They are like watching you hard, like watching out for any sign of anything. Like if you turned your back and you left, they're watching for you to come back. Um, even in this card, there's a bird watching this lady, and in this card, there are this bird up here and this man are like watching this lady, you know, just like staring down at her. So I feel like that's more of an action than a feeling, but I do feel like they're hopeful that maybe you will come back, and they're watching for that. Any movement that you make to come back, they're probably going to see it, and they are very focused on you for whatever reason. Like I'm not sure what happened between you guys, but I feel like this person is very, very focused on you. Oh, I just want to clarify the 9 of Wands. This person may also have friends watching you. It's like, I feel like this is you, and this is probably him, and this is like his sister or his mom, his cousin, his friend, or whatever. Just like if you have social media, this person is like watching your social media. Justice card. This person might be a military. It might have been in the military at one point. And during this time of no communication, they are not really balanced, because justice card to me always comes out when there is balance needed, not when there is balance there. Generally, I would get a card that shows things in balance instead of things that need like a person that is there to help you find balance. That makes sense. They're feeling like off kilter involving you, and they're trying to be strategic here with the Chariot card. They might be an Aquarius, a Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. For some reason, I'm also getting Capricorn and Pisces, even though this to me is a Cancer card. That's just how I learned it. It was a Cancer card, and some people say Pisces, but I say Cancer. I don't know why. It just comes out that way for me. Watching for the chance to bring whatever. This person probably owes you an apology, and they know it, and it's causing them to feel very guilty and like overly guilty and overly overstimulated, and they're just like just watching, but they haven't done any healing. They're still like exhausted from it, and they think about it a lot, and they're just like just not healing from it. And they need to find balance, and they want to come find balance, but they're just not moving from the spot. It's like if I stand here long enough, she'll come back to this spot where I was before. It's like when you're lost in the woods, should you go find help, or should you wait for help to find you? And that's kind of where they are. But I do feel like they are very focused on you. You're not even like phased by this anymore. I feel like you're just curious, and you're like, oh, I haven't talked to this person in a long time. Like, how do they feel about me or whatever? Like, during this time of the communication, I'm not going back necessarily. I just want to know what's going on. And it's like they are still focused on you. They can't let go. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this card. They cannot let go. They are determined to just not. This person has a death grip on this freaking stick. He's like, I am just not going to let go. I just can't. I'm determined just not to do it. I'm going to stick it out to the bitter end. The star card generally is a positive card, and so is the world card. So how do they feel about you? I just keep getting that they're very, very focused on you. Very, very focused on you. And they are feeling maybe a little hurt, but they're determined to, like, watch for their chance to, like, come forward and bring balance back to the situation. Why? Because they fucked up and they know they did, and you blocked them, or you're not talking to them anymore. You're not focused on them anymore. You like walked away. You're just done, and they have really no way of contacting you, and they're kind of hoping you'll come back and contact them, so they can bring back balance, which might be an apology, so that they can kind of move forward. Like, I feel like this is the same person. And as you can see, in one incarnation, they're in control and they're strong. You know, they're a commander or whatever. And this is them after they've gone through hell. And they look like they've gone through hell. You know what I mean? So they kind of want to bring balance back and become this person they were before. But I feel like if you are the star card person, you probably basically changed her life forever. And you probably did it in a way that is positive. You know, even if you don't have closure and you're not hurt, which is good, that's a good word for this. Closure. They don't really have it, but they kind of want to bring it. I feel like I'm going around in circles, okay? I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. Like, they want to bring closure to the situation. They might also pray. Like, they might be praying or wishing on a star that they can bring closure to the situation, because closure was not brought before, and that caused imbalance, and they want to kind of stop being that way and come back to their former glory. Yeah. Somebody walked away and left here, and they want you to come back, and they want to, I feel like, apologize and bring closure to the situation so that things can rebalance themselves out and they can kind of get their shit together and move on, or move back in, or whatever. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. This one was definitely weird. But overall, I feel like they're kind of tired. Just tired. And they're still waiting, though. They're tired but determined. And they want closure, but they don't have it, and they may never get it. Because if you walked away, you might just keep right on walking because you're done, and you got tired and you decided to leave. So I hope this made sense to you guys. I hope it wasn't too confusing. I'm a little tired right now because I've done 6 readings today, and when I get there, like, the energy that I put out, it's just, it takes a lot. So anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you in another video. Remember that I do sell things in my shop on eBay. The link for that is below. Links to get readings from me are also below. And that is basically it. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Ta-ta. 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 Ta-ta.